For a century, education followed a linear path. We trained students in specialized disciplines, tested their ability to produce the correct answer, and moved them through a pipeline toward a stable, lifelong career. That pipeline is now obsolete. When artificial intelligence can instantly generate those same answers and execute those same specialized tasks, the value of the output alone effectively drops to zero. This creates a structural deadlock. If we continue to grade students based on their final answers, we are simply testing their ability to use a tool that has already solved the problem. To maintain human relevance, we have to ask a different question. How can education build cognitive structures that remain effective even as the tools themselves keep changing? This is not an administrative hurdle, it is a cognitive science crisis. It forces us to move from measuring what a student knows to understanding how they organize their thinking. The Universal Methodology Framework, or UM8, provides a design space that makes 8 distinct problem-solving routes visible. The transformation route changes the focus. Instead of checking if a student memorized a biology fact, it builds a map of concepts that can be applied in any field, ensuring cross-domain transfer is the primary goal. Optimization forces us to be honest about our trade-offs. It asks if we are maximizing for short-term grades or if we are prioritizing long-term adaptability, acknowledging that we cannot have both at once. The probabilistic route treats education as planning under uncertainty. We stop pretending we can predict the job market in 10 years and start modeling multiple future scenarios, so learners are prepared for a range of outcomes. Inversion stops trying to fix the current timetable. It begins with the desired human capability, like the ability to audit an AI's reasoning, and builds the learning environment backward from that target. By shifting from forward-moving content delivery to these targeted designs, we replace the assembly line with a system prioritizing how a learner handles complexity. But building a flexible system requires a new form of oversight. How do we keep learning meaningful when the boundaries of the classroom are gone? The rule paradigm makes our governance explicit. It defines clear boundaries on AI use, ensuring we protect academic integrity and maintain a human in the loop for critical judgment. Fusion synthesizes fragmented insights. It combines data from cognitive science, teacher experience, and AI capability into a single, cohesive strategy for the institution. Simulation allows us to test policy shifts in a model world. We can see how universal AI access might affect different student demographics before we implement a change that cannot be undone. Finally, the evolutionary paradigm ensures the system stays current. It treats the curriculum as an adaptive structure that updates itself based on constant feedback from the real world. This overview is the entry point. Within UM8, each of these routes opens into deeper compass modules, allowing us to combine these paradigms for high-level policy design. Using these final 4 routes, education becomes a living, auditable ecosystem that can remain stable even as the underlying technology changes. By mapping the crisis this way, we move past the debate over which facts to memorize. We are no longer trying to protect a legacy pipeline. We are shifting our focus to the mastery of thought itself, building cognitive frameworks that work regardless of the domain or the tool. For human learners and researchers, UM8 turns scattered knowledge into a shared design space for deeper understanding, cross-domain transfer, and deliberate learning design. For agents, the same structure can support global planning and meta-control in complex, long-horizon tasks. In the AI era, education must surpass the limits of transmitting knowledge and training fixed skills. It must cultivate transferable thinking, adaptive judgment, and human agency in a world where machines can perform more and more specialized tasks. When the answers are everywhere, the value lies in how you design the route to find them.